Hello, you beautiful people. I am JR.
And I'm Dee.
We have been in the lifestyle for 7+ years.
And we're here to share our sexy stories
and experiences.
If you're not 18, this podcast is not for you.
And if you are, please go visit
Lifestylelynx.com.
That's LYNX. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to episode 17. And what's the name of this episode?
Excess.
And why is that?
Excess?
Yeah. Because we have special guests for the main content whose initials are X and S.
Right.
So that's why we named it that. Yeah. And it's great content, so please stay tuned. It's going to be great. It's going to be really good. And that will probably only be part one of a multi-part series with these beautiful people. But this is, well, what are we talking about right now?
Yeah, it's what have we done lately?
What have we done lately? Okay, what have we done lately?
A lot.
I know, it is a lot this time.
So the really fun thing is we did get to spend a weekend at Sunny Rest.
We did.
So cool.
So great. It's like a little mini Hedo. We feel that way. It's fabulous.
Yeah. And the very first night that we got there, actually, we came in on a Thursday night.
Right.
And we stay with our friends, M&D. Mm-hmm. He's a DJ there and she works there. And they know everybody there, which is really cool.
Yeah, it was hysterical.
Yeah. It's so the very first night we got there and T and V were having people over on their deck.
Yeah, well, we got to the front gate. And we say, oh, we're here, we're staying with M&D. And it was the big security guy. And he's pulling our leg. And we didn't realize, he's like, M&D, are they residents here? Or what? I'm like, yeah, they're the DJ.
And she works in the office.
And they're like, yes, he's like, just go ahead. Keep going. This is fine.
It was cute. But it was the party from the minute we got there, though.
It was.
Yeah. And so right when we got there, there was a little deck party going on.
There was, a couple doors over from M&D. T&V.
Yeah, which we've actually been on the Bliss Cruise with them.
That's exactly right.
And I think, did we go to Hedo with them too?
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
The people there are so great.
So great.
And then it did rain. We were on that deck. We were all partying.
Well, and they blame me because the last time we were there on the deck, it poured too.
Right.
And so they're all blaming me.
Yeah, so that was at J&T's.
J&T's.
Right
down the road.
Right. And then there was another party.
Yeah, they lived there in an actual house, G&P.
Right. Well, it had rained, but then the rain stopped.
It was off and on.
It was the boat races, though.
Oh,
the made out of cardboard.
So it's the regatta.
Yeah.
They call it the regatta. So you get a few pieces of cardboard and 4 rolls of duct tape.
And that's it.
You're going to make a boat.
Yeah.
You're going to make a boat, and people have to...
2 people have to go in the boat.
Race across.
It's hilarious.
There's multiple heats.
Right.
So the boat's got to be watertight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
And then they had a band.
They did.
Yeah, which was fun. Everybody was dancing. Yeah. So it's just a fabulous.
It was a great weekend.
Yeah. Really super fun.
All right, what do we do next?
Then we went to Saints&Sinners.
It was a Friction4Her party.
Right.
At the Saints&Sinners Northeast, which is a great facility. We've talked about it before.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. And the funny thing that happened there is we were sitting outside and we're talking to this guy. It was his first time he had ever been to anything lifestyle. Remember?
I know. He was like a deer in headlights, man.
Yeah. So we're in this one section.
But we're telling him stuff. He's like, really?
Yeah, we're in this one section. And he was a single man.
He was a single guy.
Right. But there was a sign that said no single men.
And we had been in there. It was a whole lot of sex going on.
Right.
There was a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's a big playroom.
So he stops at the door like there's a shield. There's like an electronic, barrier. He's like, I can't go in. The sign says, we go, come with us. We'll take you in.
Yeah, it's because it says you can be accompanied by a female or by a couple.
So we take him in. He's like, wow. Oh, my God.
And, babe, he learned a new term.
He did. What was that term?
Balls deep.
Balls deep. That's right. There was a couple. The guys, obviously, laid down, and the girl was on top, and balls deep.
Right. And we, pointed it out to him, and JR's like, look, there's balls deep. And the guy just looked at JR and and he's like, Oh.
I learned a new term.
I learned a new term. So that was fun. And then we ran into some other friends that we knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another guy who runs another website.
Right.
We're going to hook up with.
Yeah. But that couple we ran into that we really liked too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which was great. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, there was 2 couples.
Yeah, but the couple, we had seen them before at Sunny Rest.
Right.
That's where we saw them.
Exactly. And then there was the other couple that had been to our house party before.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you thought it wasn't them. I said, no, I think that's him.
Yeah.
He's like a 6'10" black guy. I mean, how many people are like that? I go, I think that's him.
I don't think he's 6'10".
So I go to the men's room, pull up to a stall, and he's in the next stall. He's like, hey, JR, hey man, how are you? I said, I knew it was you.
And speaking of house party, they weren't able to make our house party.
Not.
But then we also had a huge
and that's
party.
Next on our list to talk about.
Yeah.
We had a giant house party.
Yes.
64 people.
Yeah.
The problem was that it was rain in the forecast.
Exactly.
So we brought everything inside, nothing on JR's big deck. But at one point, it was so crowded inside that Dee said, I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, we had to take the bar outside.
The bar outside, yeah. So but then it started raining.
Right. But it was undercover. It was undercover.
Yeah,
it was under. Yeah, we had a tent, and then we have another big outside area that did get used.
Yeah, we have a big cabana, like a 12 by 20 cabana on the deck, and I had rigged up a tarp so you can get from the house, through a sliding glass door.
I ended up
into
spending
the
a lot of time talking to one of our single men friends.
Mm-hmm.
That was fabulous, and then you got to hook up, and then of course we were running around like chickens without heads as well. I don't think we went to bed until 4:30.
I went to bed at 5:30. So I'm trying to clean up as much as possible.
It was a huge success. Everybody loves it. We had a crazy thing happen, though.
Oh,
so
my God.
JR and I were at a neighborhood party. Not like 2 weeks before.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think maybe he, off the cuff said, oh, yeah, we're having a party. You should stop by, right?
No, I never said. I would never say that.
Anyway, so I'm out in the gazebo.
I probably did say, oh, you're having this big party 2 weeks from now.
Right? So I look in through the window, and there's people I don't recognize. The 64 people that were there, we know all of them.
All of them.
We've probably had sex with almost all of them.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, right? So we know these people intimately. They're our friends.
Pretty good.
Right?
Don't you worry.
So I see these strange people that I don't recognize. And I'm like, oh my goodness, who are these people? So JR he's busy giving them a tour.
I'll give him a tour.
Now,
like an idiot.
Yeah, right? So I'm like, I see one of the men that I don't really know. He looks somewhat familiar.
Oh, I didn't even know they were even there.
Yeah. Just taking the girls around.
Yeah,
there were like 4 girls and 2 guys.
Yeah, they invited these other people.
From the neighborhood.
Like what?
Right? So I go over to the man and I'm like, I don't think you guys are going to be able to stay. This is a private party and I am so sorry, but these are our very, very dear friends and I'm just not comfortable with you being here. Now, mind you, I'm trying to tell him that he's going to have to leave. JR's taking the women around. He takes them upstairs first, and there are signs that say, squirters go downstairs, right? And then he's taking them on the main level, and then he takes them down to the basement.
And I thought it was clear. I thought there was nobody downstairs.
Yeah.
However,
that wasn't the case.
That was not the case.
There were people having sex downstairs.
And that's where we have our orgy room.
Yeah.
I thought there was no one. It was early.
It was like 10.
I thought usually not until almost midnight that people start congregating down there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so I had to be the heavy. I had to be the bad guy.
She was the bad guy, the bad cop.
I just wasn't comfortable with my lifestyle friends being with vanilla people watching or whatever. It was just very odd. So they did skedaddle.
Yeah, they skedaddled.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
It would have been not a good thing.
Yeah. It was fun. People stay over.
It's a great
nice.
party. Everybody knows each other and. We had a couple new couples as usual. We have friends that can bring new friends.
We love that.
Yeah. And that worked out really well.
Really well.
But they're lifestyle people. Like,
right.
You know, it's not like they're just neighbors stopping in.
So they're vetted through our current friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as we mentioned in our last episode, we met a gentleman in the Le Masque Swingers Club in Paris. And he lives in Queens, New York. So we invited him to this party, and he attended. He was there. Really cool. So if anyone out there in podcast land that wants to come to, if you live in the northern New Jersey area,
people come from Philly.
Yeah. People come 3 hours away.
It's a great party.
So just write to us on our website.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see, maybe.
And then we did, with our very dear friends, J and C, we went to see our actress friend.
Correct.
Who's in the lifestyle.
Yes. And we saw her twice already.
Right.
She had the lead in Sweeney Todd, which was a great production. And then she had the lead in Mamma Mia, that show.
And this was
Tony and Tina's wedding.
Yeah, which I had never seen before.
Right. I had seen it a few times. I had seen it way back in New York City, in the Greenwich Village. They had it. You went to this little church, then you walked to a catering hall. It was great. That was really good.
Yeah.
So this was good.
Fun,
But the crazy thing was, they gave me a part.
Yes.
I was Uncle Sonny.
You got to walk the bride down.
I walked the bride down the aisle. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah. So that's what we've done lately. So stay tuned.
Oh, one last thing. We did not make it to Pleasure Garden after Tony and Tina's wedding show like we had planned and stated in the last episode. That's how it works out sometimes. D, go ahead.
We have our fabulous guests here that we're ready to bring on.
Exactly. And in the last segment, we're going to talk about the Share Nation party that's coming up in October. If you want to get involved with that, you got to do it now.
Yeah.
It's getting booked really quickly, but more on that later. Okay.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it.
All right, people, welcome back. And here we are with our main topic, and we're here joined in the studio with our dear friends, X and S.
And they're very beautiful people.
Oh, my God.
You should see
them. You have
them.
no idea.
They're gorgeous.
Well, you might have some idea.
Thank you.
It's okay.
You two are beautiful
Mostly
as well.
inside now.
Oh, no, outside too. Yeah. So we asked X and S, how did you find out about the lifestyle?
Yeah.
So we're going to let each one of them, I mean, they're married now, but they found the lifestyle before they were married.
Right.
Yeah.
And just to set, parameters, and X is a beautiful.
That's the girl.
X is
yes,
the girl.
That's the girl.
Beautiful white woman. She's gorgeous. Sure. And S is a beautiful black man.
Exactly.
And he has a great career, great stuff, great stories. And that's why they're here.
Exciting. Yes.
Well, I would like to say I appreciate you guys big time inviting us to this. This is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah.
This is amazing. We've been looking forward to this.
So we want to we're gonna let us talk about just quickly how he found the lifestyle.
All right. I found the lifestyle as a single man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they call them bulls.
They do.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's racist.
That's sort of the norm of what, in the lifestyle.
It is.
And you were a young chicken, so tell us about a quick experience. Yeah.
So I found it as a single man, and I was on Craigslist. Are you guys remember Craigslist? Do you guys remember Craigslist?
Yeah.
Are you guys old enough to remember Craigslist?
Yeah.
You are? It is, but they have completely stifled
this. Right.
Yeah, they've completely stifled it. It's not even fun anymore.
Right.
And so I was on there chatting with someone, met them, we hooked up, and that was my aha, whoa, there's more out there via the internet.
You're right.
So I came back and somehow I don't quite remember, but I found Adult Friend Finder.
Right.
And I found this this page or this group, should I say, where it was a guy that ran this group with specifically black men that wanted to have sex with primarily married white women. And the married white women wanted to have sex with the black men.
Yeah.
The bull.
Obviously.
The bull. The bull,
It's really a common thing. that goes
yeah.
on.
Is it?
It's
Is it common?
still, yeah.
It's a common
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't know. He was young.
Well, yeah.
He
I
didn't
didn't
know.
know.
Yeah, now we know.
He's like,
Now-
okay,
now
this
we
sounds
know.
good.
Right.
A little more seasoned now.
Yeah.
So I sent my info to him. I was, accepted into the group, and he was like, "Yeah, this is how it works." The couple that'll email me. I'm in town for New York City for the weekend, and who do you have available? I want 5 guys,
Right.
and then they'll send out the
Photographs. And you
to-
got chosen.
and I was chosen quite a,
A
bit,
lot.
a lot.
Yeah, well,
And then-
there's a
right.
reason for that. There's a reason for that. Yeah.
And so I would, and then we would be provided with the date, the time, the location, and meet
Yeah.
at the hotel, and go and have sex. And I've never seen all the parties that I've been to. The white husband,
Yes.
never partook.
Right.
He would either be clothed, watching, or naked and jerking off, while
Right.
these 2, 3, 4, 5 black dudes
We're doing
are
his wife.
fucking the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was an amazing time. It was fine. I was
Right.
single. I didn't have any worries.
You got to be the boy toy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
to fuck white women. I like white women. So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I specifically like mature white women. And so
Right.
it was cool. It was sexy. It was a lot of fun.
Definitely mature. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that was your entree, kind of like that's how
Correct.
you started or kind of knew the lifestyle existed.
Yes, exactly.
And then you had a girlfriend.
So I moved to New York City, and I had my girlfriend from college. I broke it off. I got into the lifestyle. We got back together, and I let her know prior to us getting back together, like, hey, this is where I'm at right now in my life.
Yeah. I
Are
want
you-
this.
I want this. Are you down or you're not?
Yeah.
You got to make a decision, because I don't want to have this secret, separate life from you.
Yeah.
If we're going to move forward
Well,
back to
just
getting back
stand
together.
up. I mean,
Yeah.
there's other people that like fake it and they
No.
step to the side.
Right.
It's all
You know,
the
I
and
didn't wanna
try
do
to
that.
leave, try to live a double life. That's
Correct.
not, you were like on the up and up.
Yeah.
So I let her know, and she said, yeah, this is something I can get behind. So I said, okay, cool. Let her ride for about a year, and I didn't push her. I didn't push the situation until the ringleader of the whole group, where have you been? What's going on? And I said, hey man, I'm waiting for, my current girlfriend to get with the situation, da 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 da. And so he suggested, let's set up a party, just the 3 of us,
Right.
just to get her feet wet. And I said, okay. So I brought her up to her. She was down with it. We set up a party, just the 3 of us in the city, and it went well. And that was her introduction to it. However,
Well, and then you thought, okay, she's in. She's going to be good with this.
Right.
she's in.
You thought
She's down.
so.
She had a good
Right.
time.
Thought
Right.
so.
She enjoyed herself.
So,
She
right.
climaxed. I went to get ice.
You went-
Climax
wait,
more.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
So I'm like, hey.
Wait, you went to get ice.
I went to get ice.
down the hallway.
Down the hallway.
Yeah.
Down the hallway.
Right, right.
Get ice.
So he's like, okay.
Stepping away.
Okay, yeah.
Still hearing him. Oh yeah, she's climaxing.
Okay, so now you
She's-
get married.
So now we get married. Later have 2 children, and she is not fully embracing the
Yeah,
lifestyle
yeah.
like I thought she once
She
would.
just kind of said yes, yes, yes.
right.
kinda.
Play
And so I'm
Yeah.
not the one to push the situation. So
Yeah.
I backed off.
Right. So
Now-
over time,
And I'm not going to
was,
say
was she cool with it, but not?
well, no, because
Right.
Because
gave
she never
me-
really
gave-
participated then.
correct.
Right. Okay.
Not well, she participated, but there were restrictions. And
Oh,
if you rules,
Oh, right. Yeah.
you give rules.
Yeah.
And one of her major rule was No kissing.
No kissing.
No
Too
kissing.
intimate.
Too intimate.
Oh,
She
my
said, I'd rather have you stick your dick in someone
God.
than
Kiss them.
kiss them.
Yeah.
And we talk about this no kissing thing.
We've done
in
this before.
another episode where
Pick a different rule.
that was there. We want to save something for ourselves. Kissing. I was like, no.
No.
Save anal
sex for yourself.
Yeah.
Then there's that.
Yeah, right.
So in
exactly.
any case,
Yeah.
Yes.
what happens is that relationship doesn't end up working out. And in the meantime,
But it's not because
in the meantime,
you
meet
this beautiful woman sitting in front of us.
So people out there in podcast land, you have no idea how beautiful this woman is to my right, which I'm stroking now with my hand.
love being touched.
And now X comes to the lifestyle with some previous kind of like, how did you get into it?
Well, I've always been.
You weren't a single girl in the
I
lifestyle.
was not a single girl in the lifestyle. However, I was always very sexual. And prior, being married prior, I was never allowed to expand my wings in the ways that I wanted to. I had brought it up as a polyamorous type of situation. It was shot down on various events. And so I was left floundering.
Floundering. She's like, wait,
but
why can't
but
I have
come
sex
on.
with other people?
I'll let you watch. It will be okay.
Exactly. And you can even touch. too.
Yeah. So fast forward a couple of years later, I see Mr. S walk into my life, well, more strut into my life.
strut.
And
He's got a very nice strut.
He
by the way.
does, doesn't he?
133. 133.
Yes.
We only know what that
And
means.
we saved that for ourselves. 133.
Of course.
So
Oh, you have to tell us what that is.
It's where we first met.
Right.
It is the exact location in which we first locked eyes.
What do you mean? What's
There's an-
133?
G133.
There's an element of surprise. D. So
So you meet him.
So I meet S walking into my life and never looked back.
Right. It
And-
was
and
like
it's-
truly.
It was the proverbial love at first sight. There was a little sting to it. I can't even explain it.
But
I
so
felt
cool.
warmth. I felt warmth down there.
Oh, down there.
that was
really?
the sting, huh?
That was the sting. And yeah, so we connected almost immediately, and had been connected and have been connected
Since then.
since then and,
Yeah.
and forever.
Well, maybe
so.
JR can sample the sting a little later on in the program.
If you play your cards right.
Now we're talking.
So what's interesting is that, you all are a interracial couple,
Yes.
and I want to know what the upside and the downside.
What's been your experience with that?
Yeah.
And this is a great story you guys may have.
Yeah.
So my experience with an interracial couple with this particular woman has been she's a bombshell and no one
my
sees
God.
her other than being a bombshell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
A black woman, Asian,
Yeah.
Hispanic, white.
Yeah.
They think she's a bombshell.
Exactly.
She's charismatic.
Sexy is blind.
Well,
She's charismatic. She's amazing.
I agree.
And-
I agree with that.
Right.
Oh, over here, my hand's up in the air.
Right. Well, both your hands should be up. So I don't get any backlash from anybody with her.
Yeah.
And if I do, from those that do not know who she is and because they see her as a white woman, I don't fucking care
Right.
because of who she is. Now, my prior relationship, she was very meek. And
Meek, you say.
Right. And she was
She wouldn't stand up for herself.
correct. And so if I were to come across a group of black women and they would give me a look, I would feel a certain kind of way because I knew she wasn't the strong individual
She
that
wasn't
I
rising
needed.
up to it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
She is not
No.
I love walking past like a group of black women, and
That
like,
might be critical.
I've not experienced that because
Right. Yeah.
I've always gotten along with every group. I'm
Yeah.
not
Sure.
your typical, I guess, white woman because there's a lot of facets to me. I'm very ethnic as well.
Right.
I may have the very white facade.
Right.
I'm probably the lightest of my ethnicity.
She's Portuguese.
Yeah. And you
That-
have some Spain as well. Yeah.
I'm
She's
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Okay.
Portuguese.
Okay.
So I'm very fair for being
Right.
Portuguese because
Yeah, yeah.
Portuguese people are more olive skin like
Sure.
Sicilians.
Right.
Yeah.
Present.
Like JR.
Present.
Like JR. However, I have freckles, light
Yeah.
eyes,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
dark hair because I color it. There's a little gray in there, maybe. I don't know.
Let's not
No,
divulge that
no,
this
there's
time.
not. Trust me. No.
But you had a great perspective. We talked earlier, and I want to go down that road with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
That you were saying that people have a predetermined
There's
A
opinion.
presumption.
a presumption
yes,
that all
when
right,
you
so
show up, when you
we
show
get
up.
invited to parties, my biggest pet peeve is
You as a couple,
As
as,
a
an
couple.
interracial couple.
correct.
You you get invited to this
we get
party.
invited to a party and they're expecting a BBC arrival and I get irritated. I know my
She
husband
does.
doesn't because he's like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, been there, done that. However, my
I'm like, as
husband-
long as you don't call me the N word, I'm good.
yeah, he's a lot more open than I am because as soon as I get
Anything other than that, like,
Can we
whatever.
abbreviate it
Yeah,
like
what?
just a little bit and
What do
add
you
the
mean?
AR
But you
on
was
it?
good.
no.
But X, keep going.
So when we arrive and they're like, oh, a BBC has arrived, I'm like, no, my husband has arrived
Yeah.
and he's more than just his cock.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Right.
thing. However, he's a person. He's my person, actually. So
Yeah.
I'd rather you not start that because now I'm shutting down.
Right.
And if I shut down, everything shuts down.
Exactly.
Right, sure.
Because
Nobody-
then
nobody's
nothing's
taking-
happening then.
No one's having
Nobody's
a
getting
good time.
anything. Right. Nobody's getting anything from that.
Which
So-
is
But
true.
that's what the lifestyle is about, and that's
It
what
shouldn't-
that's what
it shouldn't-
that's what it is.
no,
I mean,
it's not all about
No.
that.
No,
Because you,
No, I
you
don't
shouldn't
think
be
it is all about that.
presumptuous.
I don't.
But
I-
there are assumptions.
there are a
Correct.
ton of
That's what I'm talking
assumptions.
about.
Yeah.
A ton of assumptions.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
what this world is all about. I mean, assumptions.
But have some decorum.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's the only thing
Yeah.
that I think.
Well,
It's also emotional
people
intelligence.
are overzealous.
Yes, it's
People
emotional
are
intelligence.
inebriated.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that.
Yeah.
But again, expanding that upon, the situation, just
Right.
have some decorum. That
Right.
is all that you need to start with.
So let me just add this. We had a big house party last weekend.
Which they
And
were
you guys
here.
came.
Yeah.
Now, did you feel with the people that were there? Did you feel that way at all?
No.
No.
No,
Right.
because
No.
because the people that come, we are all friends. We had 60 people here who are all friends.
Yeah.
and
It
we-
wasn't a BBC
no,
party.
Nobody,
No.
nobody sees color.
No.
Nobody
Yeah.
sees.
Actually,
I felt that
age.
one time in my life
Right.
at a party that we now frequent all the time, but the very first time we had attended the party, and I felt that.
Not our party.
At
No, not
another
your party.
house party?
Yes,
It was a
another
house party, but
Oh,
that
it was another house. It wasn't a
Yeah.
club.
That
I was
was,
just,
no.
that was
It
the
was a club.
situation I was pulling
And
from.
I felt tight because I felt that that's how people were looking at me.
right.
I felt
That's
that
how you were
potentially-
treated.
Yeah, a little bit. And come to
Wow.
find out, I just was a little tight because everyone's cool.
and I got
Mhm.
tight.
Right.
Super,
Yeah.
And
super
so
tight.
it's just,
I
but
addressed
that's,
it with
that's
her.
just how I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
Because people weren't, approaching me in a very,
as an individual.
Yeah.
Or-
it,
Yeah. Well, they were just looking at him as a single hot guy.
And he's not.
Right.
He's not
Well,
single.
exactly.
He's a hot guy.
Yeah, but
not
he's
single.
part
very-
of a couple.
correct.
Yeah. It's not like he's a single guy
No.
that shows up. He's no longer a bull.
Correct.
And so that might be an interesting thing
Perspective.
to talk
So
about.
beautiful.
let me ask you, what's a bull to you?
Well, a bull is a man that comes in and
And fucks.
yeah,
The women.
yeah,
All right. And so a bull can be any race.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how we
Absolutely.
There are
feel.
white bulls,
absolutely.
there's Mexican
Exactly.
bulls,
Does it? Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
Asian bulls. Are there
Well,
Indian bulls?
the-
Yeah.
Are they Pakistani bulls?
Oh, yeah.
Let's-
Once in a while,
Let's not go down
once
that
in a
road.
while, we did meet a couple that were Indian
Right.
at a Share Nation party.
Exactly.
Don't know. It doesn't. There's lots of different bulls.
There
but
is.
in any
There
case.
is.
All right.
But no, for you.
So what's your favorite bull?
So no, I'm good.
Oh, you're
I like
making
the
me
Roman
blush.
Oh no, no.
I
I like the Roman bull a lot. But
Oh, yeah.
that's
The
my
Roman
style.
bull?
I mean, that's
The
like
Roman bull?
Let me
That's okay.
ask you, what is it like? The difference being a single guy in the lifestyle
Oh, this is good.
versus a married man as a couple.
As a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like-
how is that
Yeah,
difference?
right.
Damn, that's a good question. I am an individual that loves being in a relationship, and I'm the person that loves being with the woman that I love, that I'm in love with, and sharing all of these experiences with my person. So for me, I will say with my partner, the lifestyle is 1,000 times fucking better with my
Yeah.
fucking partner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Why?
Because I'm a one woman man. I love X, and I'm completely devoted to her, and I love her, and I love that we can share this together.
Yeah. So why is it better when you do the lifestyle with her?
Because she's my person.
I don't think we've ever talked about this. I did a single male thing for a while, a little bit.
Yeah.
I hated it. I didn't like it at all.
It's hard.
I just didn't
It's
like
not
it.
for me.
You're
It's
supposed
not
to
for me.
come
No,
and
no, no.
perform.
No, for me, I didn't like it.
Right.
So I much rather be in a committed relationship with a woman, and we go out as a team.
Exactly.
As a freaking team.
I'm being honest. I'm not going to say as a single man I hated it. It was fun,
Right.
But I
Right.
much
Different.
rather be
Right.
with the person
Gotcha.
who I'm in love with,
Right.
who's my partner, and we conquering this
Right.
lifestyle together.
Right. It's
So-
a sharing.
The
It's a
benefits
sharing.
are exponential.
Oh,
Like,
exponentially.
The next day,
Absolutely.
we
Excellent.
are. And the next day, we are amped up. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
have sex normally
are.
after a party. Neither of us are working. No
Yeah.
children around, and we have sex all
All day long.
day
Yeah.
long.
And we do that. So we'll do a whole weekend at
Uh-huh.
Sunny Rest or
Yeah,
here or
And then you're
there.
back.
So much.
And then
then
Sunday,
you're back.
And then you're
Sun-
back together.
Sunday,
Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
morning.
So cool.
Sunday
now.
morning,
Yeah.
we wake up
Different
and
light.
ba-boom.
Right.
Like,
It's so
Well,
cool.
it's also a
Yeah.
So
camaraderie kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
well,
And you swap
then you-
stories.
Yeah,
like
you tell stories.
You debrief. You debrief.
Yes,
you debrief.
yes.
And we do that. If I were a single male, I wouldn't be able to do that because I would have no one to do that with.
Exactly.
And to me, that's
you miss out on that
miss out.
connection part.
Yeah.
right, right.
completely
And
That
doing it
debrief is
together.
best. Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. We're a
Which is
team.
cool.
We're a team.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
And that's the
One
whole
time.
point of this. You're a team.
yeah.
When you're a couple and a committed couple, you're a team. You're going out and meeting other people, and it's fun.
Well, yeah. Well,
It is.
So much
and
fun.
dating as a couple, and we could talk about that
ridiculous.
for
Oh, yeah.
days.
Oh my god!
Right?
That's 10 times harder.
Oh my God.
Dating,
It-
dating as a couple.
It is
It's
hard.
already
to
it's,
like,
it's
I
already
like
hard
to like.
dating, but dating as a couple.
Yeah.
Because you got 4 people now. You got 4 people.
Everybody's got to like each other.
Everybody-
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right,
like
each
8
other.
times harder.
Yeah.
She has
For
to
real.
like
Do
him.
the math.
She has to
Do
like
the math.
her.
It's like
He
eight
has to
times
like
harder.
her. Yeah.
There's got to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of connection points, and
Yeah.
they have to snap fire. They have to really come together.
Yeah.
If they don't, it falls flat.
Right.
Yeah, it does.
Well, thank you for sharing your
Oh,
stories.
thank you so much. Yeah.
I think these guys are going to want to share some more stories.
I know. Well, we'll have them
We'll
back.
bring
Have
them
back.
on
Bring them
again.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a
Yes.
2-part series.
We talked about this before. It's a 2-part series.
Yeah.
We can be
Two-part series.
long-winded. We can give you a lot of details.
Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate you guys having
We
us.
love you
Oh my
guys.
God, we love you
you.
guys so much.
Big
Yes.
hearts.
And these are
Big
the
hearts.
sexiest people we know.
Woohoo.
Oh, stop it.
I-
Oh, no, wait. Go on. Go on. I didn't tell you to stop for real.
All right. Okay, beautiful people.
All right.
So
JRD, stop it.
we'll see you at
Our
We
next
Sure
segment
Did
is what's coming up next.
Oh, that.
All right. Exactly.
Shut it down, baby.
Ciao.
Okay, people, welcome back from our main segment. We hope you enjoy that because they are great people, really good people. So, but this segment is what? What is this segment, Dee?
It's what's coming up next.
What's coming up next? And what is that?
Well, we have a Labor Day party
We do.
at CNC's
Great. We do this every year
on Lake Hopatcon.
on Lake Apacon.
They usually have a Memorial Day, too.
They do. Memorial Day.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
start the season and they close the
Yeah.
season. Yeah. And he built this barn,
Garage. Yeah.
whatever. And it's got a playroom in there.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. It's great. It's a great setting.
Plus, they have a little place on the lake itself.
Right. Yes.
Overlooking the lake.
Exactly.
With a refrigerator in it.
Right. A
cooking,
bar
yeah,
and yeah.
a cooktop.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's great.
And then we're hoping to go to Polo also.
So, yeah, the same weekend, Labor Day weekend, we go to Polo in Pennsylvania.
yeah. We're trying to get our dear friends that own horses.
Own horses to come
They
with
they
us.
own race horses.
And they're in the lifestyle, too. So
right.
just
They have their big house parties.
That's the big house party
Yeah,
people.
2 a year. The
Yeah.
the summer solstice and the winter
Yeah,
solstice.
exactly.
But they're into horses and they've never seen Polo.
They've never seen Polo.
Yeah.
So it should be fun for them.
Yeah.
Really
we were
should.
really cool.
Yeah, should be great.
And then JR has a new band.
This is a group of guys that I used to do recording with years ago, and they are unbelievable, fantastic, fabulous musicians.
Yep. And it's at Jockey
It's
Hollow.
at Jockey Hollow in Morristown,
September 14th.
September 14th.
And
at
you'll be able to- yeah,
7
7
p.m. to 10 p.m.
Right.
Right.
And
So nice and early for everybody. Yeah.
right.
There'll be a lot of lifestyle people there. Don't you worry.
And you'll be able to go online and buy tickets, which is super cool.
We're coordinating that now.
And then we get to go back to Sunny Rest.
Back to Sunny Rest. Sunny Rest, as everyone knows, is an outdoor campsite. So come first, second week in October, they shut the water off, electricity. So this is their final weekend, big bash, and it's Halloween.
Right.
They do Halloween last weekend in September.
Yep. And we have a bunch of other friends going too.
Lots of friends.
So we'll
going.
stay with M&D
Yeah.
again, but we'll have other friends
It's
there
going to be
too.
really fun. We have to come up with costumes, by the way.
No, we've decided that.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
We're going to parlay
Yes.
with some other people that are doing the Flintstones.
Yes.
And we have some caveman outfits
Exactly.
that we haven't used yet. So debut on that too.
And then, of course, we've got the Share Nation party in October.
Yeah, Share Nation Party, October 25th, 26th in Parsippany, New Jersey at the Holiday Inn. What you want to do, you want to call the hotel at 973-263-2000 and book a room. Even if you don't think you're going to maybe not go, you have 72 hours before your arrival date to cancel it. So just call and get a room.
And they need a code.
The code is pumpkin.
Right. And you can book it for either Friday or Saturday or both.
Nights.
Right.
Now, if you book it both nights, right, and you get tickets through our site, Lifestylelynx.com, I can help you get a good room.
And on the party floor if you want.
Like a good location.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're going to want to book through Lifestylelynx.com.
For your tickets.
There's an event page, and there's a button that you'll click for tickets. It'll take you to the Share Nation site, and you'll see on the form, right under the spot for your phone number, it says Promoter Rock and Reel. That's how you know you got to the right spot.
It's our
Yeah.
SLS screening.
Right.
Book the tickets through Lifestyle Links, and then you call the hotel direct
Exactly.
to reserve.
That's right. That's how you
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
And it's one of the biggest parties.
And that's why I'm saying do it now, because it is one of the biggest parties.
Yeah, it's huge.
The rooms are almost gone
Right.
now.
Right. And then, I mean, there is an overflow hotel.
There is. It's next door.
Right.
It's right next
But
door, but you
the
know.
main hotel has so much more fun.
Yeah, and you're there. You
Yeah.
want to be in the main hotel.
And I think we're going to do,
We are going to do one of our game shows, which we do a Lifestyle Family Feud, but this time we're going to do Wheel of Fornication,
yeah,
like Wheel of Fortune,
yeah.
with a lifestyle twist. So that's at 3 p.m. on the Saturday, the 26th.
Super fun.
And we give prizes.
Yeah,
So we call up 4 couples, 2 on each side. That's right.
exactly.
And they play the game. We have the buzzers and the wheel.
It's
and
the real deal.
Yeah, the whole. It's great. And what you're going to win is your next Share Nation tickets for free.
A weekend ticket, yeah.
Right. And $200 off a Bliss cruise.
Yeah.
So that's not shabby at all.
Right.
That's
it's
pretty
a
good.
prize. Yeah.
People have won it. People use it. It's great.
Right.
Yeah. So go ahead and book that and get it done now.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed this.
Yeah. This is episode 17. We're moving ahead. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
And reach out to us.
Yeah. Okay. So you people be good. You be well. And bye-bye, you beautiful people.